Clevenard.com. My name is Franca Idemudia. Alright, this afternoon we will be discussing issues centered or bordered on the Esan tribe in Edo State, Nigeria. The Esan people in Nigeria, they are a peculiar people, a land that is filled with milk and honey, a land of peaceful people, a land where everything from tourist destination to businesses and everything you have on planet Earth flourishes. We are discussing Esan land because we are having a partnership with them, and part of our partnership deal is for us to set in place the Clevenard Open Project in the land. When we talk about the Clevenard Open Project, we are looking at seminars and also exhibitions, and in addition to that, organizing trade fairs in communities. Let's not also forget that our main aim as a platform, the Clevenard.com platform, is to create awareness within, for, and then in the community. When we talk about communities, we are not just talking about the communities where we come from, we are also talking about communities as it has to do with different features of life. For example, you have the communities of farmers, the communities of businesses, communities of market people, communities of clothes sellers, and then what have you. Alright, right in the palace of the Onogie of His Royal Majesty or His Royal Highness Samuel Obade II JP, who is the Onogie of Igueben of Esan land in Esan Central Local Government Area in Edo State. Please, let's take note of that. Esan land is a land filled with everything you can think of on planet Earth. A peaceful people where businesses can actually strive. Alright, His Highness, you are welcome to the program with Clevenard.com.
Thank you for having me.
Please, I know I tried to do a little introduction of you earlier on, but I just want you to help us do justice to it. Please, can you please introduce yourself?
Thank you very much. I am, by the grace of God, His Royal Majesty Samuel Iwono Obade II, Justice of the Peace, the Onogie of Okaigun, and by the grace of God, the Enigie of Esan land. We are located in Esan Central Local Government area of Edo State.
Thank you so much, Your Highness. Yes. Like I said earlier, the main aim and objective of Clevenard Open Project is to begin to create awareness in communities, to create value for our kings, our traditional palaces, because they are the custodian of culture, of customs, of tradition, and they're the ones that are closer to the people. In other words, if the palace of any kingdom flourishes, the people benefit from it as well. Yeah. All right, His Highness, I want to ask this question. We have a lot of people in the diaspora, Esan sons and daughters in the diaspora, but there is one major problem that every one of them have, which is trust issues. They all want to come back home and develop where they come from. They want to come back home and then be part of building where they are from, but they need tangible hand, they need responsible hand to be able to meet up with these responsibilities that they are giving out. How does the palace come in? What can the palace really do to make sure that when these people send their money back home, their money are not swindled, they are not used for something else entirely? So how do we begin to drive diaspora investments of Esan people? And even apart from Esan people, how do we begin to drive that down to Esan land?
Thank you very much. This is a very beautiful outlet, and it hits my objective. I have been, in the past 38 years on the throne, featuring invitation of my subjects in diaspora to come and help us develop the community. I'm happy to report that a lot. But here they are. The criminal passion is with them. They don't need to go out. So what they need is funds, and if that fund is coming from them through me, we can put it on surveillance, and for it to be for what it's sent for is what they are used for. So Another area where we will be facing is when they come and invest, the proceeds will be, where do we sell them? And they, like they told me that they are ready to export it out so that the needs of our citizens abroad will be met with ease.
Just one or two words in there. When His Highness was talking, he did make mention of the trust, building trust on the kings. Our kings, as we know them, have always been trustworthy. We've tried one or two places trying to use maybe family members, friends, and the likes of them, and you have maybe one or two bad examples. But that is not enough for you to lose on the trust in your kingdom, for you to lose trust in your kings. They are reliable. They are the custodian of this court. And if, like he rightly said, they are contacted to make this possible, I mean investment back home possible, I can assure you, like he rightly said, and with all the things that we've met, you can be rest assured that everything you need done will always be done for you. Please, we are encouraging. Just like he said, all our sons and daughters back home, it is time to build our home. It is time to build our own. I remember a phrase that somebody said, he said, there's no place like the one you've got, because that home belongs to you. It is still the same with our villages. There is no town, there is no villages, there is no country like the one you have, because that country, that village, that kingdom belongs to you. All right, we're going to take another question, which is what His Highness actually talked about. It has to do with agriculture and exporting agricultural produce. And I would like to say that one of the mission of Clevenard.com is for us to offer you a platform where agricultural produce, your agricultural products from Esan land and from every part of Africa can be sold in diaspora. I give an example when I came and I said in the diaspora, the way they slice yam for sale over there is something that even we here in Africa, we don't even eat them if it is not in full, or we have them like that. There are so many things that can come out from the continent of Africa and in the Eastern land as we speak right now. You have surplus of gari, cassava, yam. You have egusi?
Yes.
Yeah, lots and lots of them. We have Ducanots, exactly. Lots and lots of them. Then you have in Esan, there's what we will call the real ogbolo, which we call ogui. All right. If you taste the real Esan ogbolo, you'll discover that the ones you've been buying in the market is really nothing compared to it. It is all found in Esan land, and it can be exported in large quantity. Good oil, unadulterated oil, can also be found in Esan land here. Let's just speak on that a bit. What can really come out of this land called Esan?
A lot can come out of. A lot is coming out already. We need just to expand to make it in larger quantity. We have in the palm plantation, you have a lot to get out from there. You have oil, you have kernel shells, you have native oil, like native pomade.
Okay.
Apart from the oil, there is native pomade from the palm front. Palm wine, brooms, a lot of it. You can turn this palm front to what do you call
feed.
Yes.
It can be used for feed as well, for fish.
Yes. So a lot can be achieved from there. In the cassava farm, you can use it to turn it to akpu, you can turn it to gari. They have their different processes. So in the yam industry, what they use this pando yam that is all in the supermarket. I'll go from the yam, the farm, yam farms.
All right, Your Highness. Now let's look at the conducive environment. Most people will give example that the reason why, still in the palace of His Royal Highness Samuel Obade II, JP, the Onogie of Igueben in Esan land. Correct. We are still talking about the conduciveness of the environment. Many people believe that Nigeria, Africa, and then even the Eastern kingdoms, they are not conducive enough. You have been here, you are the father, one of the fathers of the land here. So how conducive is Eastern land for doing businesses?
Very, very conducive. We assure safety in Esan land. The farmers go about their duties, going to the farm in the morning and returning in the evening without fear of insecurity. We are very safe here. By the grace of God, we continue to be safe.
But I also heard that you have a proximity to the railway station in Esan land. Is that true? That links to other, let's say, states and then villages within the country.
We are approximately 7-10 kilometers from the railway station.
Wow, that's quite close.
Yes, we are very close. In the Bible, it says, out of every 12, there must be a Judah. The incident that took place at the railway station last year was an unfortunate one. But as God will have it, we had trails to the people that came, and we were trapped.
Exactly.
And Nemesis caught up with them.
Exactly.
So we cannot use that as a measure of insecurity in the entire
definitely we can't use that. The angle I was taking it from was how goods from this locality can be taken to the cities. So it's very, very easy to take it out through the trains.
Yeah, through the train, yes, through the area, through some of our very, very fair roads. I won't say good, but I think government is giving attention to the roads now. And the evacuation of the goods from the farm will be much easier
to take out. That's true. All right, now, let's talk about tourist destinations in Esan land. We're also aware of a particular tribe in Esan where they have a bridge, a beach. I don't really know how true that is, but I heard the story that where the whites used to come to when they visit Esan land. And that place, that site is still here in Esan land. Are you aware of something like that? And is there anything you want to say about it?
Yes. That is Ozigoro now. That's the Eluojierior, the outskirts of Esan.
Wow.
That is tomorrow is a busy marketplace.
Wow.
For both Edo and Kogi states.
Okay.
They bring fish from the other side of the river for sales here, and we interchange. They also come here to buy gari, yams, and other farming proceeds.
All right, this is still Clevenard.com. Please, if you are yet to do so, kindly sign up with us on www.clevenard.com. All right, we are going to be discussing the Clevenard Open project now, which has to do with the trade fair, bringing the trade fair down to Esan land. We want to see how we can network and bring everybody what you have from this Esan land, from outside Esan land, to gather in Igueben from on the 25th of November to 30th of November 2024. Then we are relying on companies outside Igueben, companies outside Esan land, Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, wherever you are, and then those in diaspora. Igueben land is a place where you can conveniently come and then sell your produce. When you call, you still have lots of things, investors in Esan land, vendors in Esan land that you can transact businesses with as well. So we are talking about the trade fair. Again, Your Highness, how happy are the kings in Esan land? How are you viewing this at a trade fair, an international trade fair is going to be staged in Igueben in Esan land in Edo State, Nigeria?
Yes, the trade fair is going to be very, very interesting because it is the first time a trade fair will be held in this part of Edo State. It will give us the opportunity to showcase our farming proceeds. And it will also promote the marketing or the profit of the farmers. So it will be a serious advantage to our subjects.
Please, Clevenard.com is already here. And like we said, we like to create awareness within communities and for your communities. Please just encourage us a bit. Let's get to hear, what do you think of Clevenard.com?
Clevenard is, to me, as I say, it is a promising project to the entire Esan populace, because they are initiating this project now to showcase our products. And I want to say that they will not regret it. Yes, they will not regret it. Promoting the Esan produce.
Yes, thank you so much, Your Highness. It's been an almost 30-minute discussion with His Highness, His Royal Highness Samuel Obadi II, JP, the Onogie of Igueben, and also the Enigie of Esan land in Esan Central Local Government Area, Esan in Edo State. And like we rightly said, Esan land still remains fertile. Esan land still remains full of everything good and beautiful. Esan land still has what it takes to supply your agricultural needs to the entire universe. All right, I remain Frank Kalidimudia, and before we close, please let's quickly do this. I want to present the first flyer of the events down to His Highness. So this is supposed to go around the kingdoms as we progresses in the publicity materials for the event, for the November event. We're going to be having more and more of this and then more visits to the palaces as well.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
it's a pleasure.
Welcome,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you.
All right, that's a wrap. Do have a blessed day, everyone. Bye. Hi, and this is Clevenard.com, a social networking and also the marketing company created with the intention to bridge African markets and businesses to the diaspora. My name is Frank Kalidimudia, and right this afternoon I'm in a palace in where you call Esan land in Edo State in Nigeria, and I will be discussing our forthcoming trade fair, international trade fair, to be held in the city of Igueben in Edo State in Esan land, Nigeria as well. The values of the aim of Clevenard.com is to create value for kings and their Esan kingdoms across the world, inclusive the Esan kingdom. We also want to encourage exports of agricultural produce and then attract investors back to the kingdoms of Nigeria and Esan land. We are also trying to use this medium to encourage all Esan sons and daughters in diaspora to think about investing in the Esan kingdom. The truth about life is this: wherever we go, wherever we travel to, at the end of it all, there is no home like the one you've got, because that home belongs to you. Alright, this afternoon we are in the palace of the Enogie of Okaigun in Okalo.
Yes.
It's also Okalo.
Yes, we are independent of our own.
Oh, that's a great one.
Action.
Alright.
Action.
Alright, this afternoon we are in the palace of the Enogie of Okalo in Igueben local government area of Edo State. I'd like to introduce to you His Royal Highness Zaiki Egwauna Ehizogie I, JP, the Onogie of Okaigun Kingdom. But I'll still give opportunity to introduce himself, but I just want us to know that this interview is mainly to showcase all we have in Esan land as a people. Long enough things have been said about this kingdom that is blessed so much. We want us to know that Esan land is blessed with both agricultural produce, tourist destinations, and what it takes to attract investors and investments down to the continent of Africa, of Edo State, Esan land, and what have you. Let's hear it from the traditional ruler himself. We are blessed in this land. His Royal Highness, let's get to hear your introduction. Please, can you tell the viewers
I am His Royal Highness Zaki Eluojierior I, JP, the Onogie of Okaigun in Igueben, Edo State, Nigeria.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. You are welcome.
Thank you. Clevenard is glad to be in your palace this evening. Can you tell us one or two things about Okaigun people in Esan land?
Well, we, the people of Okaigun in Esan land, we are peace-loving people, and we are very, very hospitable. And we are peace-loving community. We love people. We like people to come and stay with us, and we are very, very accommodating. So we migrated from Benin according to our history. So we settled this Okaigun actually means first. That's what it means. Okaigun means first. Some of those first kingdom that happened to settle within this land. That's why we call Okaigun.
Now let's look at Okaigun as a kingdom. We are having a trade fair in Igueben, and Okaigun is not very far from Igueben. It's quite close, and it's under the local government area as well. Now, for Okaigun itself, and maybe speaking on behalf of brother Esan, what agricultural produce can we get from this land?
We are farmers. Our people, we plant yams, cassava, melon. We are also into vegetable, and plant vegetables. And we have opolo and so on and so forth. So many things. All these things are available in Esan in a great quantity. So that if anyone comes to Esan to buy all these commodity, all the agricultural products that I mentioned, so the person will not regret coming to Esan, because we are even looking for the market. One of the things that discourage the youth, when you produce, you don't have buyer. By the time you produce, you don't have buyer, and also we don't have means of preservation. It is seasonal. By the time you produce yam, now you plant yam, you harvest yam, you can keep it for some months. And after that, the yam will expire. So since we don't have means of preserving them, so and if we don't have somebody to come and buy them instantly, so this thing has been discouraging the youth to invest money to agri, then nobody to buy from you. You don't go there to
You know, the main aim and objective of Clevenard.com is to bring Africa markets, to bridge Africa market to diaspora buyers. In other words, whatever you just mentioned, which is the agricultural produce, we can create enough buyers for you in diaspora. Alright, we will come in and teach the youth how to make it on the platform, to bring not just to export this product, but also to bring investors down to Esan land in such a way that we need to see development in every aspect of the kingdom. But now, are you telling us, you say one or two things about it actually, but I still want to ask the question on a plain level. Will the people of the land be able to meet up with the high quality and the quantity of the product of the demand of the diaspora? Do you think they will be able to?
If we see buyer, it is the buyer that is the problem. All those our young boys, able-bodied men and women running to Benin, Lagos, outside Nigeria, by the time you see what is giving you money at home, comfortably and regularly, but there's no need for you looking for a green pasture elsewhere when you have the thing inside your community. So by the time we get buyer, those buyers will encourage us to produce more and more of the product. So this, if we have such buyer, I'm assuring you that Esan will be able to supply whatever quantity they want, be able to supply it.
And then the Clevenard.com project, let's not forget, is also about not just investments, it's also about importation and then exportation. And on the 25th and then to 30th of November 2024, we are bringing to Igueben in Esan land in Edo State, an international trade fair. What is it all about? It's all about the people of Esan land bring together all that it produces in the land. Then we bring in vendors from all over the world to convert in Igueben to bring these resources for Esan land. So I'd like to ask you this question concerning the trade fair of Clevenard.com project. How do you see it? Clevenard project coming here to help the people of Igueben land to organize an international trade fair.
It's a good development, and by the time our people see this trade fair, and they will be convinced that whatever they produce, people are there to buy their product. And
we can also interrupt those people from outside the Igueben, outside the Esan, coming to this trade fair to know that so product is being produced here in Esan, so they will be coming, and there is a welcome development by the special grace of God.
Amen. So that's and then let's hear. We have Esan sons and daughters in diaspora, all in very high positions and all that. As his traditional ruler and the Royal Highness of Okaigun, what word of advice would you have for our sons and daughters in diaspora?
Well, I will advise them that getting rich is not a do or die affair. You live according to your level, because we will not like our sons or daughters to go there and be in prison because they want to make money.
Exactly.
There is an adage in this and that the pikin who marry during scarcity of food in his father's house, by the time you go to another family, you meet abundance of food. Remember where you are coming from. What that means that if you come from a poor background and you happen to jump into, you have opportunity, you should not abuse that opportunity. Remember where you are coming from. So our sons and daughters in overseas should remember who, that we are expecting them life and direct, not in coffee or in prison. So whatever they are doing, they should also be their brother's keeper. That number one. Help your brothers, help yourself and help your brother. Don't live that life that's against our culture there, because in overseas, a son can call his mother Janet, Julie, but here is an abomination. Exactly. You don't train your child to mention your name. You dare not mention your father's name or your mother's name, because show to the world that you are from Esan. Esan have cultural value. We have culture and we have value for our culture. So that is my word for them.
All right, thank you so much. And don't forget, we are still in the palace of His Royal Highness Ehizogie Eluojierior I JP, the Onogie of Okaigun in the Igueben local government area of Edo State. Your Highness, I just want you to leave us with a word for the Clevenard.com Open Project Initiative. What do you think about this? We are Esan. We want Esan to be developed. We want our culture, our tradition, our custom to be known all over the world. That Esan land exists in a place called Edo State in Nigeria. So what do you think about that initiative?
Madam, if I tell you that I am the happiest man for somebody like you to come to Esan, you want to showcase the Esan to the whole world. Exactly. With the Esan, every average Esan will be happy. And our word for you that God will continue to protect you. God will continue to bless every one of you. And God will encourage you. You will never encounter problem in Jesus' name. We are very, very happy to receive you people. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much. And then what better way to introduce or exhibit the traditional customs by which we were brought up in as an Esan son and daughter. I'd like to present the first copy of our Clevenard Open Project flyer to His Highness here, and I will do the Esan way. Don't worry about that. So you just have to do that. This is how we do it in Esan land. Your Highness, yeah, this is the copy of the Clevenard Open Project Seminar and International Trade Fair 2024.
Thank you very much. Thank you. This is very, very encouraging.
Thank you so much. All right, and viewers, you've heard it from His Highness. Esan land is a land that everyone will like to come to and do business with the people of the land. I can assure you of that. The environment is conducive for any kind of business you want to have here. We are calling on all Esan sons and daughters to come back home and invest in the land. It is a blessed land. It is a fruitful land. It is a progressive land. Esan, we are proud of it. And like the poster we say, it says, Esan land, be proud of your people. And then Esan land, or Esan people rather, be proud of your kings. Akugbe, Ahu. Seriously, together there is unity. Or there is unity in being together. My name is Frank Alidemundia, and we, the team of Clevenard.com, is right at the office of the Onogie of Igueben, who is also the Okaigun of Esan land. His Royal Highness Ehizogie Eluojierior I, JP, the Okaigun of Esan land, just like I said earlier. And then we are discussing the 2024 November 25th to 30th International Trade Fair to be hosted by Igueben community in Edo State. I'm right here with His Highness, and they will be asking 1 or 2 questions, and other chiefs around will also have to make their own contributions towards the development of not just Igueben as a community, but also Esan land as our people. And let us also know that Esan land is blessed with 1 or 2 things, not just agricultural produce. We have tourist destinations, we have agricultural produce, palm wine, palm oil, yams, and what have you. Definitely the King, His Highness, will be giving us answers in this regard. His Highness, still welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
It's all right. You are the Royal Highness of Igueben and also the Okaigun of Esan land. Now let's hear a bit about the people of Esan. Who are the people of Esan? How are they? Their likes, their dislikes, and everything we need to know about them.
Well, the people of Esan, as you know, they are basically agrarians, and from the month of March, usually go into farming of various types, vegetable ranging to plantain, yams, and other crops. We in Igueben mainly, the place was founded based on the production of a good harvest of yam. And so, in addition to yam, even though we have these days politicians everywhere, but our basic occupation is farming. Farming in all types, palm oil, yams, plantain, and what have you. You know, so we have everything, and like you rightly said, we need a forum, an avenue to, you know, this period of October, November, so on, to showcase that those crops to the world or to the people,
Exactly.
so that they will know what is available in Esan.
Exactly.
The history of Esan is not just one. Every town has its own history. But basically, we all migrated from Benin at different points in time. You know, except for 1 or 2 kingdoms in Esan, probably did not come from Benin. Out of the 35, although not all of them are functional now, basically from Benin at different points in time in history. That of Igueben we know very well, and it's based on agriculture. That is it.
Okay. All right. We also had a story about tourist destinations, I think somewhere in Amaho, under Igueben local government in the States. How true is that? We learned that it's a river there?
Yes. We have under Igueben local government, Amaho waterside.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a river there. Even in Igueben, we do have tourist areas in terms of the river that are not exploited. We have the what do you call it now? The La River, which are not exploited because of lack of information and so on and so forth. And so in that Amaho, I think it's a very good water side, because I understand they haul timbers from that area to other areas, you know. So it's available. Yeah.
All right. So Amaho, as His Highness rightly said, is actually a very strong and very fruitful tourist destination for the people of Igueben in Esan land in Edo State, Nigeria. I also learned that through the investigation that in the olden days that the whites used to visit that spot. So that place can still be developed.
Yes.
And let's also know that a tourist destination can be a source of economic growth to any destination, to any state, to any community.
Yes.
For example, the Edo State government will look into that and then see what they can do with that place. Seriously, the contention for so many things, for money in the system that we fight for, most of them will not be there. Esan, thank you so much. I really want you to you talked about the agricultural potentials of the Esan people, tourist destinations and all that. And then we are bringing in a trade fair to the land. What is the need for the trade fair is for the Igueben and the Esan people to be able to connect with the outwards, the diaspora, and then those in other cities as well, to be able to have exchange of goods and the services and products and then what have you. What are your views on this trade fair and then the seminar for the Esan people?
Well, the trade fair, if carried out, will be a very big boost, not only to the farmers, our farmers, it will also be a boost for those coming to markets. Because just as you mentioned just now, aside from the Amaha water side, we have Amaha forest. Just like we have Udo reserve, Udo forest reserve. In those days, the white men lived there. In fact, some structures are still there which are not developed by the state government. We've been crying for that. People will come to the local government, and some people would like to visit such resorts if it was developed. And these are things that we can showcase when it comes to bringing our various food items from various kingdoms into this food fair for people to see. We believe that if this is organized, it will be a major breakthrough in the attempt to showcase our food to the world. And I think we will be happy, we will encourage it, we will support one way or the other, whichever way we can, you know, because we need to sell the ideas to other kingdoms so that they can buy into it properly, you know, for it to be successful. If we are to start mentioning the food or product they can come here with now, we will not be able to exhaust it. Therefore, it's better to work towards it and truly showcase what we have at different points.
All right, and this is still Clevenard.com. We are still discussing the 2024 International Trade Fair to be hosted by the Igueben community in Igueben local government area in Edo State in Nigeria. All right, we are also in partnership with AGO, which is the Association of Local Government Organization of Nigeria, to be able to have this same issue, this same trade fair all across the states in Nigeria, and then where it will be spread to other African countries. It is a good initiative that will not just make money for our youth living schools that are not having the opportunity to have a white collar job, but also bring relevance back to the traditional palace, which is very, very important for us. And then also we have I would like to take this, your highness, all right, in every community, for them to be able to do businesses constructively, there has to be a conducive environment where people gather. All right, in Esan as we speak now, how conducive is Esan? I know we have peace here, we have unity here, the place is serene and where people can really come into and without any fear of whatever. So how conducive is Esan for these people?
Well, Esan generally is peaceful. It is true that in time past we had segment of Fulani invading the entire country, not just Esan. It was even more in the western region. And by prompt reaction from the state government, we now have vigilantes everywhere, from town to town in Esan, that are helping us to manage this insecurity here and there. Supported by the local government, we can say we are not doing badly at all in terms of security. That's why we're able to sleep with our two eyes closed. If the indigenes are comfortable with that, I think anything we do with our strangers or people coming in will equally be secured.
Exactly. Yes.
That is the way we look at it.
Exactly.
We are not resting on our oars. We have a divisional police, and I am aware that the council is always assisting them to be on the move or to fortify the local government. So with the vigilantes and the Nigerian police force, I think we are covered. That notwithstanding, the people are usually security conscious. You have villages always monitoring their citizens and so on, holding meetings and so on. So with all that in place, we thank God that so far so good. We will say God will help us to have security.
All right. I think I can attest to what His Highness rightly said. I'm from this land, and I know how peaceful our people can be. I know how conducive this environment can be. So there's no fear about that as well. And we also have access to our cities, access to our towns. So if, for example, you're having foreigners come in to buy things in this place, the access for them to take this product out, is it always there?
Yes.
We have a railway station there that is leads to either Abuja.
It's even better now with the railway movement. With the railway, people can stop at different points until they get to Ajakuta and then haul their goods even to Abuja.
Okay.
And then we have a very good road here. And if I'm going to Benin from Igueben now, it doesn't take me more than 1 hour, a few minutes, because we have a good road here, better than the Ekpo. Even those in Ekpo do traverse to come and follow this road, because we have a better road here now, which have been barred from trailer passing it. You know, trailers have been barred from it. That's why it's stable. It's in good working condition. So from here to Benin, even to the east, as Abasai, they go through what you call it, the Sonichugbo Road and so on. Better than the Agbo side and so on. We know we have some challenges on the road here, but it's not totally blocked. Still, the trailers are still parking it, you know. So in terms of accessibility, I would think that we are okay too. Accessing other Isham towns is easy from Igueben.
Okay. So the railway station, does it go through, let's say,
Abuja,
to
Ajakuta? It doesn't get to Abuja yet. I understand the walking between Ajakuta to Abuja, which will take some time. Yes, we know they are working on that. But when they get to Ajakuta, they can go to other places from there.
It's easier from there. Is that right?
It has made the movement easy for people going towards the north.
Is that right? All right, thank you so much, Your Highness, once again. And then for sponsorship, please contact at Clevenard 2011 at gmail.com. When I say Clevenard, it's CLEVENARD. Clevenard 2011 at gmail.com. All right, Your Highness, I'd like to have this last question with you, and that is our sons and daughters out there, our sons and daughters in diaspora, because I like to tell people that there is no place that you can call your home, or there's no place like the one you call your home, because that home alone belongs to you. You might have gone out, you might have done one or two things out, but at the end of it all, your home will always remain your home. Yes, our land we like to bring in, we like to embrace our own, we like to have our own around us. So to every Esan sons and daughters out there, both in diaspora and even within Nigeria, what will be your last message to them?
Well, we keep appealing to them to remember that they come from a place, from home. In fact, I just returned from a journey now. My mission, part of my mission is to inform our citizens that the home they left maybe some decades ago is no longer like that. It's a better place now, and that they can do better to join hands with us and make it better. Because if they don't come immediately, when they retire, they are supposed to retire to their homes and make contributions. But meanwhile, we are on ground to help them, to continue to help them to survey the place and do the needful, which we cannot stop doing. It's our duty to do. And by the grace of God, we are there on ground. You know, they should join us and make the place homely. Thank you.
Is that right? Thank you so much. And that is our interview for this morning with His Royal Highness the Onogie of speaking on behalf of, let's say, the Enigie in land to host the 2024 International Trade Fair in the land of Igueben, in Igueben local government area of Edo State, Nigeria. For Clevenard.com, I remain Franca Idimudia. Do have a blessed day. Bye. All right, we are still in Igueben local government area of Edo State in Nigeria. And we are still in the palace of His Royal Highness Ehizogie Eluojierior I, JP, the Okaigun of Esan and also the Onogie of Igueben Kingdom. He will be hosting the first edition of our International Trade Fair to be hosted in Igueben land from the 25th of November to the 30th of November 2024. It is going to be powered by the Enigie in Esan land through the office of the Onogie of Igueben. Alright, we'll have a discussion with His Highness and also with the High Chief, but right now we want to have one or two words with the Igueben Progressive Union National Chairman, Honorable Asemi Raf Mo. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Alright, let's get a bit of your introduction and your relationship with Igueben and also his land assistance.
To God be the glory, you know. I am Honorable Asemi Rafmo, the National Chairman, Igueben Progressive Union. Igueben Progressive Union is a body set up to work towards the progress and development of this kingdom with a view to enhancing the opportunities of every indigene so that we will be in the limelight. Thank you.
Thank you very much. When we were talking, His Highness talked about one or two, but let's talk about assessing Igueben. Assessing Esan land. We talked about the railway and all that. How easy is it for vendors to come into Esan land, into Igueben to be able to transact business?
Okay. You know, generally in the country we have poor road network, but we are favored in this area, especially in the Igueben Kingdom. When you are moving from here to the east, the roads are not bad. When you move from here through Onichubo to the east, the roads are accessible. When you are going to Abuja, we thank God for the good railway network that you can move whatever you have from here through the railway to Itakwe in Ajaokuta, where you can from there move onward to Abuja. And when you are moving from here, Igueben, to Benin City, and then Lagos and all of that, we have a very good road network here. At least the road network we have between here and Benin is such that in an hour and some few minutes, you are in Benin. So we are favorably disposed and blessed with good road network here. That whatever we want to do that has to do with road network, we are favored. Thank you.
All right, let's talk about security in the land. Now, I learned you are a retired army officer and also part of the vigilante team to make sure that Esan land Igueben is safe and secured for everybody. So for those that are coming to do business, we all know that Esan land is safe for everyone, but I want to hear it from you.
As far as security is concerned, generally it's a problem in the country, but in Edo State, the state government is doing everything to ensure the security of lives and property. Alongside with the Edo State government, the individual towns and communities, especially this Igueben community, in assistance to the effort of the governor, there are community vigilante individuals and groups that whenever any such a thing is happening, they know what to do. Because a situation whereby all those type of a thing is trying to rear its head here, under a twinkle of an eye, wherever the people are, they will be apprehended. So here is free for transaction. Insecurity is not really a problem because as much as possible, our community, we are security conscious in collaboration with the local government council and the state government. Even the local government council is not doing badly at all. It's totally assisting the police, the vigilante, and rendering whatever assistance that is required to curb insecurity. So we are favored with the state government, with the local government, and the efforts of the community in the area of making sure that security is something anybody don't have to have any threat about here. So we are okay.
Thank you so much. And I would like to, before I ask my last question, I would like to have a brief introduction of his executive as well. I think the secretary.
Okay. Sitting.
No, let me introduce you.
Okay.
I'm the secretary to IPU.
I am Honorable Peter Ogun, the auditor to IPU.
My name is Honorable Walter Esan, the Social Secretary, IPU.
My name is Akabo Douglas. I'm the Assistant Secretary, IPU.
All right, and then with this team of gentlemen here, they will be working hand in hand to make sure this event is a huge success in this land of Igueben. All right, Chairman, I would still like to ask this last question. All right, you have access to, I learned you are planning the 40th anniversary of His Highness, and then you have access to most of our people in diaspora and all that. Now, what will be your last word for every sons and daughters of this land? Because you see, most of us, we tend to run away. Like I tell every one of us, at the end of it all, we all still have to come back to this land of Esan, to this land called Igueben, when we all go. You are a retired officer now, you are back home to your place. Why didn't you stay where you are? This place is your own.
Yeah.
You can't neglect this place. It has to be built, so that when our children are grown, wherever they go to, they will have where to come to. Alright, so what will be your last word for every Esan sons and daughters?
This time around, I want to say this day is a blessed time for all Esan sons and daughters, especially Igueben community. And to God be the glory for our Royal Highness. You can imagine somebody celebrating the 40th year coronation anniversary. Within this period, there have been wonders. In his time, great achievements, laudable ones have been made. And if you go into the various communities, you will see developments, structures springing up here and there. And as much as possible, the Highness is such an agile man that is even more active than the military people. He takes farming as another big venture. He encourages those at home and abroad. And in most cases too, he travels outside home, he goes abroad to see our sons and daughters, to tell them that the business of Igueben is not business as usual, that things have changed. And because of this, see how our sons and daughters are flourishing, coming home, doing one project or the other, and the time is developing. For me, we want to say I am proud to be a citizen of this community, because since I retired over 13 years ago, I'm at home. You see, I'm growing younger now. I'm enjoying everything here. There is food, there is security. The Highness has made me proud. The community, they are good people. I'm encouraging our children in the diaspora, come home sometime and let us plan together and make this kingdom a great and decent one in Edo State. This is my prayer for everybody. Thank you.
Let me quickly add it. You know, when you talk about international trade fair, I learned that last trade fair that was held in Igueben outside the palace here some years, couple of years ago. Most people do not really kill into this angle called trade fair. You understand? So, what is your message to the people out there regarding the international trade that is going to be hosted in Igueben?
Yeah, as far as that is concerned, there is a local adage, Onogie, no know. You see, this trade fair is going to be an eye-opener to our people, because what we have been producing, that we have been selling in very localized and poor manner, this trade fair is going to serve as an eye-opener to our community, our farmers, our producers, that when they come, people come from different parts of the country to engage themselves, and through that mutual interactions, you discover that there will be such enlightenment that will bring a transformation of our former ideas into a new one that will now make Igueben to be another new place. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable. All right, and we've just been having a discussion with the National Chairman, Igueben Progressive Union. All right, still in the palace of the Onogie of Igueben, I remain Franca Idemida for Clevenard.com. Please keep signing up with us on www.clevenard.com. Do have a blessed day. All right, hello once again. My name remains Franca Idemida for Clevenard.com. And we are still at the palace of the Onogie of Igueben. We'll be having a chat with the ESL of Igueben Kingdom in Esan in Edo State, who is High Chief Sir Hilary Ehizogie. I'll give him an opportunity to introduce himself definitely about that. And we are still discussing the first edition, the inaugural edition of International Trade Fair in the land of Esan, and it's going to be hosted by the Igueben community from the 25th of November to the 30th of November 2024. We are encouraging every sons and daughters of ours to come back home and let's make together, make Esan land, Igueben, Esan land in Edo State great once again. And if you are up all for a sponsorship and whatever, advert on our posters, on our marketing material, please don't forget to sign up on the platform, locate the admins there, and then contact whoever is responsible for that responsibility. I'll take the camera to the High Chief now. Then let him introduce himself. High Chief, you're welcome to Clevenard.com.
You're welcome.
All right, please, let's hear a little an introduction about yourself and your relationship with the Igueben people in Edo State.
Thank you. I am High Chief HRH Ehizogie Eluojierior I. We are the palace of the Onogie of Igueben, the Okaigun of Esan, in discussion with the incoming seminar that is coming up in November over what the interviewer just mentioned.
Thank you so much, His Highness. Well, High Chief, when we were having in the introduction and interaction with His Highness, he did make mention of different things that can be gotten from Esan land. He did make mention of agriculture and tourist destinations and then what have you. In terms of agriculture, I know His Highness has mentioned one or two things about it, but what do you really have to say about agricultural produce in Esan land?
In conjunction with what my Royal Highness just said, this agrarian society, we, even with the founder of this land, dealing on agriculture. As he has said, as he has told you earlier, we enter into sustained farming and cash crops. We really have yams, potatoes, cassava.
Lots of it.
Yes, we have those ones. And if we talk of cash crop, we have oil palm oil here is in abundance. We have cocoa. Those we usually have rubbers, although that one is already is now going to extinctions. But we are already encouraging our farmers here to go into all those ones. But mainly on cash crop now we're into oil palm production. And other cocoyam and other which we know these days is very nourishing because of with coming of age and other the importance of what they do in our bodies. We are really encouraging our farmers to go into the production for this. I could also having Duca nuts. It's in abundance in this area, Duca nuts. We have them, and most of we have them in our local markets here.
That's what Nigeria calls ogbono.
Ogbono. That's what Nigeria calls ogbono. If you go to our markets, we really have them in abundance. And we know already some of our sons and daughters do take them, export them to overseas, package them and others, process and package them.
Exactly.
They are of high demand here. That's why you see the price and others are going up. As at this time of the year, we are equally having some of these fruits. We have some of the fruits here. We do that. And we equally, some of our farmers, they produce melon, which we equally know they do export. And we know these are of economic growth to our town. And we are encouraging our brothers and sisters or our farmers to involve in this. There is already a campaign which Royal Highness is planning to meet with the Igueben, the executive of Igueben Progressive Union, to encourage them to go from villages to village, to the importance of planting trees, these cash crop trees and others. We are already embarking on that and we are planning that seriously. And all this we believe will enhance this cash flow of our people to be able to take care of themselves. Thank you.
Thank you so much, High Chief. Now, this event, the International Trade Fair to be held in Igueben, is being powered by the Enigie in Esan lands and is being organized for this edition by the Onogie of Igueben Kingdom. What is the pulse of the Enigies? How are they reacting to this International Trade Fair?
Really, it's only now the Onogie want to embark on enlightening them. A meeting will be coming soon where he will enlighten them on this. But however, in Igueben here, we're already getting prepared. But just like you have done, we have referred you to some of the Enigies, like the Onogie of Okaigun, the Onogie of Igueben. They are already involved with this. And we believe all that Enigie will kill him because it's going to help us here. because there are no industries, there are no that. It depends purely on agricultural products. We believe with the coming of this trade fair, it will enlighten most of our people. We will produce whatever we produce to the world, so that exports of these our products will go to get the benefit of it. We know just now all the kingdoms, the 35 kingdoms in this land will be aware of this kingdom if we get them involved, and which we are going to do.
Okay. Zara, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I would like to take this again for sponsorship and advert placements on all our marketing materials. Please don't forget to click on to Clevenard2011@gmail.com. I'll say that again. CLEVENARD Clevenard.com at Clevenard2011@gmail.com, or contact the mail and get every available information. And then please don't forget to sign up on www.clevenard.com. It is a huge market opportunity for those in not just in Africa but also across the globe. All right, High Chief, I would like to ask this my last question. We are bringing in our sons and daughters, the students, to come on board and learn how to train on internet marketing or digital marketing and affiliate marketing as well. In other words, they don't have to do anything dubious. By helping the people of the land sell product, they can be paid to do that, and in which way, at the long run, benefits everyone in this system. What will be your last word to not just our sons and daughters in the diaspora now, but also our sons, our children back home? What should they expect from this partnership?
The partnership is we want to encourage the Clarence to help us train our youths on art of going to internet on what they should do. That's why the training will be encouraged for our sons and daughters here. Already, the palace the palace is already involved by telling the youths. That's why I told you we are bringing in the IPU, our youth here, so that they will be trained the art of going to the
digital market.
So that they'll be able to harness whatever the benefit we can get there.
Exactly.
Because most of our mothers, our fathers at home, they cannot access this thing. But training the youths, which we have encouraged you to come and train them, it will help us to market our products.
Exactly.
So we want to encourage you that no sooner now, that training should be carried out for our youths. And our youths are really willing. And we told you we'll make all the facilities available for you to train them, essentially providing the halls and equipment, the hall where it is our youth will be trained into digital marketing.
Right.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, High Chief. You've heard from the High Chief, the Enigie of Igueben Kingdom, and I'm encouraging every sons and daughters to